Today I'll show you how to paint an Ogre Mage from Reaper Bones. Base not included, so I plopped him on a 40mm base. This is basically an alternative to the official Warhammer Ogre Ninja, which I don't have but totally want. After priming gray, I painted his little jacket thing with Thundia brown. And then for his skin, I wanted to paint him with an Asian skin tone. And the thing you gotta know about painting Asian skin, it's not like European skin. Asians tend to have very pale browns and ivory skin, with very little red pigment to them. It would probably be better for you to make your own skin tones out of different paints because they don't tend to make a lot of East Asian skin tones with acrylic paint. But I'm far too lazy to do that, so I just tried my best. So I base coated the skin with Rakhar flesh, kind of khaki color. And then I painted some areas with Xandri dust. And yes, I put an orc skull from the Citadel skull sets on him. Then I painted his face Mephiston red, implying that he's wearing an Oni mask, which are ogres/demons in Japanese mythology. And then I highlighted his skin with pallid witch flesh, a very pale white skin tone. Then I painted all of his kimono with wraithbone as a base and highlighted the skull. And then I painted his kimono with warlock purple, which is more of a pink. And then I shaded it and his mask with red tone by the army painter. And then for some reason I painted the little cloth over his basket that he's wearing on his back with beige red by Vallejo. Then I highlighted his little jacket thing with oak brown and painted all the straps with Munster brown. And then all the little bags on his back I painted with Scrag brown. And then the little head I painted with the same beige red as a base, with leather brown hair. Paint his jewelry with Retributor armor. Shade everything except for the kimono and mask with strong tone. Highlight the little head up with light flesh, and shade it with flesh tone by the army painter. And then one final highlight to the jacket thing, Morphang brown. Paint these little stone things all over him with wolf gray. And I painted his hair black. Lead Belcher on all the silver bits, shading with dark tone. And then for the little turtle hanging off his backpack, I painted first with Dark Angel's green, but I didn't really like it. It kind of blended in with everything. So I eventually based it with Castellan green, and I used Flat Earth by Vallejo to do the base. In the same Castellan green, I made some little kind of circles throughout the base to represent where I'm going to put some grass tufts later. Highlight his mask up with Pure Red by Army Painter. And then base coat his hair and teeth on the mask with Natural Gray by Vallejo, as well as some of the little stones on his base. Then I highlighted the turtle with Goblin Green by Army Painter, which is a tone I really like, but this paint is also super thin, so it might be better if you use any of the alternative Goblin Greens. And then I realized it's not just a turtle, but also a kappa from Japanese mythology, so I gave him leather brown hair. If you can't tell, I also painted his shell with Thundia brown. Quick dry brush of the hair with Dark Sea blue by Vallejo. Then paint his teeth and hair on the mask white, shade it with Apothecary white, Citadel contrast. Paint the little scroll on him with Wraithbone, shade with soft tone. And then paint his eyes yellow. And here he is finished. He does fit in with any Warhammer ogres you might have. But what do you guys think? You like how he came out? Do you not? Do you own this figure? How did you paint him? Let me know in the comments below.